The reality of Alex Eala's Dubai fantasy, royal recognition, and that billionaire message and her amazing run in 2026. Hold on to your seats because Court Eva tennis is about to go crazy. It will enter the world of tennis discourse like a powerful backhand and a Category 5 hurricane. You've already seen the headlines screaming about Alex Eala winning Dubai and getting some kind of heartfelt, life-altering letter from a wealthy sheik if you've spent the previous 48 hours anywhere on social media. From Manila to Madrid, everyone is sharing videos, screenshots, and utterly unsubstantiated hot takes as the whispers spread quicker than one of her cross-court wins. Therefore, Champions Tennis is here to do what we usually do before the rumor mill fully swallows this narrative up and spits out something utterly incomprehensible. Cut through the clutter, provide you with the unvarnished facts, and ensure that you get why this narrative is really, authentically, historically remarkable, even without the made-up flourishes that the internet likes to add. Here's the point, folks. Alex Eala's real performance in Dubai this week was so incredible, so dramatic, and so full of true sports courage that it doesn't need any hyperbole to leave you speechless. Screenwriters spend years trying to create the kind of story that this young woman did in front of a crowd that felt more like a fiesta in the heart of the Philippines than a tennis tournament in the Arabian desert, and they hardly ever succeed in doing it convincingly. So grab your favorite drink, settle yourself, and allow Champions Tennis to take you chapter by gorgeous chapter through every single amazing, sad, and spine-tingling moment of Alex's Dubai fairy tale. Since context is crucial to comprehending the enormity of what just transpired, let's start at the beginning. In 2026, Alexandra Eala, known to her followers as Alex, to her closest friends as Lex, and seemingly a living hell for every opponent who has ever had the displeasure of facing her, arrived in Dubai rated 47th in the world. In the harsh, competitive world of professional women's tennis, where ranking points separate legends from footnotes and one bad week can erase months of work, 47 may seem perfectly respectable to the uninformed observer, but it actually indicates that you are still on the outside looking in at the true elite. Instead of becoming the prey, you remain the hunter. Instead of having a ranking to defend, you are still the youthful challenger with much to prove. And there was a serious doubt about this Dubai campaign for a 20-year-old who had just had a painful first-round loss at the Australian Open earlier this year, being eliminated by Alicia Parks before she had even had time to warm up. Could Eala overcome the disappointment, change her mindset, and rediscover the form that caused the tennis world to take notice during her incredible run at the Miami Open in 2025? As it happened, the response was given with the delicacy of a thunderclap. Her opponent was not your typical journeywoman attempting to rise through the ranks as Eala stepped onto the duty-free tennis stadium court in Dubai for her second-round match. Jasmine Paolini of Italy, rated 8th in the world and one of the most adored and respected players on the whole WTA circuit, was waiting for her, rested, focused, and brimming with the confidence of a reigning Dubai champion. This same competition was won by Paolini in 2024. She was familiar with every blade of grass in Dubai. Naturally, in a metaphorical sense, given that it's a hard court and she was a huge favorite going into this match. The kind of favorite where the majority of truthful tennis commentators would have dismissed Eala before to the coin toss and proceeded to predict the quarterfinals without more consideration. The next performance was among the most breathtaking, technically flawless, and emotionally stirring that Champions Tennis has seen from a player in recent memory. In the opening set, Eala emerged like if someone had stoked a fire under her. She was moving with the type of accuracy that makes coaches cry happy tears. Paolini moved about the court, controlling conversations from the baseline and making the 8th-ranked player in the world seem really uneasy. In what amounted to a startling declaration of purpose, Eala won the opening set 6 games to 1 nearly before it began. The tiny but fervent Filipino group that was already in the stands went completely crazy. However, a dominating first set may be the most hazardous thing in the world since it has a horrible knack of rousing a sleeping giant, as everyone who has seen tennis for more than 5 minutes knows. Paolini woke up in the second set. The Italian drew heavily from her vast reservoirs of class and experience, retaliated fiercely, and forced the game into a tiebreak, the stage when champions are really distinguished from contenders. Legends are created and hearts are destroyed here. The two players exchanged punches for more than an hour and 40 minutes in those 7-point knife bouts when each point seems like it weighs the whole match. And the crowd burst into the type of commotion often associated with a last-minute World Cup goal when Eala eventually converted her 5th match point, her 5th, after the previous 4 slipped through her fingers to end the contest 7-6. This was more than simply a win. Eala's first top 10 win since her successful Miami campaign in 2025 was this one, and it made the loudest possible announcement that she had returned. She was dangerous and was going to cause a great deal of anxiety for everyone in the draw. Since Eala is more than simply a newsmaker, the larger background of her performance in Dubai should also be valued historically. She's creating history. There is a huge, intensely committed and passionate sports culture in the Philippines. However, Filipino fans have seldom ever had opportunities to rejoice on a worldwide scale during periods of true, prolonged, elite-level success in tennis. It is really unparalleled what Eala is creating, match after match, tournament by tournament, and career high upon career high. She is more than merely a Filipino athlete who sometimes participates in high-level competitions. She is starting to emerge as a real, serious competitor. The kind of player that enters a WTA 10,000 tournament ranked 47th and advances to the quarterfinals after defeating a top 10 winner. Rivalries are formed around her because she is the kind of player whose games create the kind of audience enthusiasm that tournament planners dream of. She embodies the term, star in the making. And Dubai 2026 was the time when the world saw that potential in all of its exciting manifestation. Consider the opponents she overcame throughout her run. Jasmine Paolini is the world number 8 and the 2024 Dubai champion, yet she is hardly a journeywoman, qualifier, or easy draw. A player with all the resources and experience, who has triumphed on this particular stage, and who is aware of every pressure point in the competition. After defeating her in a match that reached the brink, Eala asked her to take one more step, which she did. Next up is Serena Cersei, a seasoned player who has spent years on the circuit defeating competitors who didn't think she was strong enough. Her very challenging style of play causes many opponents nightmares. With the help of a crowd that made a professional tennis match seem like a national festival, Eala dealt with her with humor, aggression, and support. These victories are not simple. These are noteworthy, important, and really remarkable successes that need to be acknowledged and honored for what they are. Champions Tennisics will ask you the question that has been circulating across the tennis scene all week. Does Alex Eala have what it takes to win a WTA 1000 event? Is she possible to contend for a Grand Slam championship in the next 2 or 3 years? These are big issues, and the truth is that no one can say for sure. Even the most hopeful predictions may be humbled by tennis's amazing, ruthless style. But after seeing her play this week, we can conclude that she has the weapons, the forehand, the mobility, and the mental tenacity that was so clearly shown during the 5-match point tiebreak against Paolini. There is no doubt that it is possible to perform at an elite level under extreme pressure, in front of sizable crowds, and with high expectations. The one area where she obviously still has a lot of work to go is at the highest level of the sport, where she faces players like Goff, who are more consistent and powerful than Eala is at the moment. However, champions develop and gaps narrow. Furthermore, a 20-year-old who just achieved a career-high ranking and defeated a top 10 player in a WTA 1000 tournament is the kind of player that tends to close such deficits more quickly than anybody anticipates. In 2026, Alex Eala's Dubai Fairytale comes to an end. The trophy was not raised by her. In contrast to what the most inventive storytellers on the internet had envisioned, she did not get a bespoke millionaire announcement on center court. However, she earned something that rankings can't adequately convey and that money can't really purchase. She captured the full, fervently shouting attention of the whole tennis world. Players like Coco Gauff respected her and did not discount her, instead recognizing the magnitude of the situation and the caliber of the opponent. She captured the hearts of millions of Filipino fans who departed or logged off with a sense of patriotism that only true sports greatness can evoke, having traveled hundreds of miles or stayed up late in various time zones to see her perform. She gained the assurance that she belongs at this level, that she is not intimidated by the largest courts, that she is not diminished by the royal spotlight, and that Filipino tennis, and maybe women's tennis more generally, has a really exciting future. Alex Eala is 20 years of age. The finest result of her career was recently posted. With a career-high ranking, a career-high bank account, a plethora of new experience from competing against a formidable opponent in a high-pressure setting, and a fan base that has just grown 1,000 times louder and more fervent, she is entering the remainder of the 2026 season. Champions Tennis will be there to accompany you through every turn, every upset, every shout, and every tear of the trip as the rest of the WTA circuit is placed on notice. Now, we want to hear from you because Champions Tennis is nothing without this incredible community of tennis lovers that you have all developed together. What did you think of Alexa's run in Dubai? Were you watching every match, staying up late, tracking every point in real time? Do you think she's capable of winning a WTA 1000 title before the end of 2027? In the next years, do you believe she can contend for a Grand Slam? Or does it seem from the golf quarter-final results that she still has a long way to go before she gets there? Please share all of your thoughts, predictions, hot takes, and strong statements in the space provided for comments below. We really read each and every remark, and the finest ones are included in our next response movies. Please do us a huge favor and press the like button in the comments section while you're there. It really helps our channel reach more tennis lovers worldwide who should be included in this discussion. What in the world are you waiting for if you haven't already subscribed to Court Eva Tennis? We are providing the in-depth coverage of every game, plot point, and dramatic turn of the 2026 season that this sport merits. So click the subscribe button and sound the alert today. Court Eva Tennis has been used here. Until then, keep watching, keep applauding, and never give up on the power of a wonderful fairy story. We'll see you in the music next one.
Sobrang di ko pa mapaniwala. Maraming salamat sa suporta. Sana patuloy yung support. I'm super happy with the game, how I played. I think she was a tough opponent and yeah, tough conditions out there, very hot, but I'm just very happy.
Alex, after a terrific year last year, how does it feel to be making your main draw debut at Melbourne?
It feels great. I'm super excited.